And what they want to say, the first thing they want to say is that this is the time on Earth that we all came for, and it's not just the energetic shift is already starting to take place, but that this is the first time in our lives, and actually I would say in our past life too, that we've actually had the light running the show on Earth. And so prior to this, we had a tremendous interference from the dark forces, which allowed, or I would say caused, many of us to feel that life was a struggle. And I know that I get a lot of agreement when I say that, because people had, so many challenges in trying to open to the light. Since the mid part of November of last year, we actually had enough of us light workers holding high frequency energy that we made the shift into the light. So what the counselors want us to know is that even if you have had difficulty healing before, if you felt stuck in your process, if you felt that you just aren't making any progress, now you can make more progress more easily than you've ever made before. And part of that is because we're coming up to a very important date. And that date is Winter Solstice 2012. And Winter Solstice 2012 is an agreement that many, many of us light workers made before we even came into the Earth plane. And we agreed by the Winter Solstice 2012 that we would be ready to hold high-frequency energy. It's not a doing role, it's a being role, which means that we can hold high-frequency energy whether we're at the grocery store or at the gas station. It doesn't matter. We have the opportunity to just raise energy all around us, because those people who are in our vicinity will feel the invitation to raise their energy. This is one of the ways that we are going to make this energetic shift on Earth so that unconditional love is going to be stabilized on the planet. And the date that they've given me is the year 2050 will be stabilized. Many opportunities before that date for those of us who are really tuned into the energy to feel that shift before it becomes stabilized for everybody. So this is the invitation we've been given. And another way that the shift is going to take place is by the emergence of the sacred feminine energy. So we all know that all of us have male and female energy inside of us. And the feminine energy now needs to emerge to be alongside the masculine. If the feminine energy was in the proper role, we wouldn't have things like war on the planet. We wouldn't have things like famine or child molestation or any of the conditions that are only here because of the lack of the presence of the sacred feminine. So that's going to shift. And for those of us who are in a female body at this time, it's going to come through the healing of two of the chakras primarily. The fifth chakra, the throat chakra, because so many of us have been silenced in this lifetime and many prior lifetimes, and also a second chakra, because we all need to go through some very deep sexual healing to be able to be returned into our feminine power. For if you're in a male body, the healing is going to come from the healing of the third chakra and the fourth chakra, because so many men have been taught that it's not powerful to be in their heart, but rather to come from their power center. And that's going to shift. We're going to see a return of heart-centered leadership. And it's very exciting to see Obama and his wife in the presidential office, because we have a wonderful example of masculine and feminine power ruling side by side.